Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make a short video on a beginner's guide into fitness for those of you who are just starting off at the gym, because I really wish that I had someone tell me these things straight up when I first started, so I hope that these can help you in some way. Let's get started. So number one, I think it's really important for you to define what your goal is, whether that's losing weight, gaining muscle, whatever. Find a plan and stick with it. Now there's so many plans that you can find online, like bodybuilding.com is incredible for it. And believe me, when I say that having a plan is important, I mean that sets and reps and exercises can get extremely confusing in the beginning. And I remember how, oh my gosh, there's a chipmunk! It's the cutest thing ever! Oh. Can I show you? I have to show you this. Hold on. I hope that it's still outside. There it is! Ah! Alright, let me just set this back here. Okay, I hope I'm focused. So where was I? Yes, having a plan is going to give you so much clarity, and you're going to be a lot more confident when you walk into the gym, because like I said, then you're going to know what body part to hit, how many reps and sets to do, and you're not going to be lost and all over the place. So have these guidelines to go by. Number two, that's really important, would be apparel. Now I'm going to say the first two things are more directed to women. One, leggings. Do the squat test. Make sure that they're not see-through, because it's really embarrassing when you're at the gym and they are. You don't want to show your goods to everybody. Number two would be to have a super supportive sports bra, because you don't want to be running or doing an exercise and just having them go all over the place. Sorry. Still very excited about the chipmunk. Alright, number three would be to get the right shoes. I personally like Converse because they're flat and it's great for weightlifting, but I'd never run in them just because different shoes have different arches, right? So do your research and see which shoe is going to be most beneficial for your style of training and opt for that one. Okay. Number four would be to quit comparing yourself to other people. You gotta understand that you're going to enter the gym and you're not going to be a pro. Everyone starts off somewhere, and keep reminding yourself that that person that maybe you admire and you look up to at the gym, they were once a beginner too. So there's no need for you to compare yourself with that person, right? You're on your own journey. Give yourself credit. You're making it to the gym. That's more than enough. Now, just be consistent with it. All right, number five, ego lifting. Guys, this one's especially for you just because I see it happen more often with the men at the gym. I'll see a guy lifting a weight that is way too heavy for him. He'll be like struggling to get it up, and you really have to get the form right before upping your weight. So form is extremely important. No one wants to get injured, right? Make sure you're doing the movement nice and controlled. If you're doing a bicep curl, really feel it in the bicep. And once you feel comfortable and confident enough with that exercise and the weight that you're doing it with, then you can think about upping your weight. Number Number seven, women and weights. Ladies, alright, everybody knows that I am this massive advocate for women in weightlifting. Since day one, we're fed that if we lift anything heavier than a 5-pound dumbbell, that we are just going to bulk up and look extremely masculine, and it's not the case. You have to understand that cardio is only going to do so much for you. Yes, it'll shed away the fat, but if you're really looking for that shape and to be nice and defined, weights is where it's at, especially if you're at the gym. So let's drift away from the treadmill section and enter the weight room. Now I understand that this is a very intimidating place, as it is male dominant, but you just have to get in your zone, whether that's music, that helps me, wearing a hat, just zone out, don't get distracted or anxious of thinking, of like wondering what people are thinking of you about your form, if they're judging you by the weights that you're lifting. It's really not like that. People aren't focusing that much on you, I guarantee it. So just stick with your plan, be confident about it. And this leads me to my next tip, which is ask. If you really feel like you're doing something incorrectly, there are floor trainers out there for a reason. And if you read the directions on the machine and you still didn't understand it, and maybe you don't want to interact with people at the gym, you can use your phone. Just open the internet and search the exercise. I admit it, till this day I do it. It's completely fine to just look at your phone and get a better understanding of what you're doing and trying it out again. Now, if this is something that you're really serious about and you want to transform your body and change your lifestyle, you have to make it part of your routine. No excuses. There are no shortcuts. There is no magic pill. You have to put in the hard work and the effort, and you have to be patient and persistent because results don't come overnight. Going to the gym once a week isn't going to cut it. You have to make it in there 3-4 times a week in order to see results. And I'm telling you that in order to make a habit, it takes, 21 days? Is that what they say? And I know those 21 days are extremely difficult, but once you hit that 1 month mark, I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love with it because you're going to see results, which are, you're going to catch yourself making healthier choices, and you're going to be sleeping better, and just overall for your well-being, it's incredible. And I'm telling you, once you fall in love with the process, it gets addicting, and you're going to love it, and you'll stick with it. But it's just those initial first weeks that are hard. So make an effort, be consistent. Last but not least, enjoy what you're doing. Okay, I know that this whole video has been around going to the gym and lifting weights, but the thing is, I found myself in weightlifting. You might not necessarily like that, and it's okay. There are so many other ways to be fit. There are classes that you can take: Zumba, yoga, Pilates, kickboxing, pole dancing. Maybe you want to run a marathon and train for that. So the important thing is to find something which you enjoy doing, because that's the only way that this is going to be long-term, right? And we're all striving for long-term results in health here, because exercise shouldn't be dreadful and it should not be a chore. Alright, so those are my tips that I have for you. I know I skipped through a lot of things like nutrition, which is extremely important, but I can go on about that topic, and stretching and other things like that. But I felt like these are a couple of good tips to keep you motivated if you're just starting off at the gym. So yeah, comment below. I just squeaked. Comment below if there's anything that you'd like to see in the future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love the feedback that I got on my first video, and it's really pushing me to do better and be better and keep it up. Also, I found a gym that I'm really excited to start making workout videos. So comment as well down below if you'd like to see anything.